Yo YouTube, what is going on? Awesome John 21 here, and today we have another YouTube video, and today we're going to go with the first episode of our new series. We're going to be going through each team affinity for all 30 MLB teams, and we're going to be ranking them based on their two players, face of the franchise, and future stars, and we're going to be ranking them based on those players and how well they play. I have almost all of them, I believe. I think I want to say 28 face of the franchises and then 12 or something future stars, but I have the good future stars at least. So I'm basically going to be going through all 30 teams in different episodes and giving you my opinion on all the future stars. So the Detroit Tigers are going to be the team we start with if you haven't read the title already. Before we get into this video, make sure you drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and boosts me to do more content stuff. And just helps me get closer to doing stuff like buying a capture card so we can start getting more gameplay, not directly from the stream. So with the Tigers, you know already they have some of the most notable players of all time. They have Hal Newhouser, Miguel Cabrera, Alan Trammell, and Jack Morris. Except right now they're not really about all those good players. Miggy's still there, of course, but he's not really in his prime anymore. He's getting up there in age. But right now they're all about the rebuild. So you know their future star is 90 overall Daz Cameron, and their Matthew Boyd is their face of the franchise, 86 overall. So let's go ahead and look at that Matthew Boyd card right now. There it is. So Matthew Boyd has 85 stamina, 73 hits per 9, 90 Ks per 9, 77 walks per 9, which is not ideal really, 57 home runs per 9, which is not that good, 77 pitcher clutch, I think that's what it is, 64 control, 66 velo, 83 break, and then 44 fielding, which doesn't really matter for a pitcher. His arsenal, he's got a four-seamer, a slider, a circle change, a curveball, and a sinker. So the thing with Boyd is really his go pitch is that curveball, 72 miles an hour, can hit 69, and then that fastball can touch 95. So this card doesn't make a lot of people's teams, except I still think for some no money spent guys, Boyd is a pretty good option. I mean, do I think you should do the Tigers Team Affinity? Of course. They're one of the best franchises that I already mentioned. So in Stage 3, they're probably going to get a good card, considering that in the 5th inning program, which drops in 12 days, I believe, we're getting 99s. So Matthew Boyd, my consensus on this card is basically if you know how to pitch, if you can control him, this is actually a pretty good card. His go pitches, of course, like I mentioned, the curveball already. That slider with that 83 break is not as much as a lot of other people, except it's still like a moving slider with that nasty motion. They added a leg kick to him this year that makes him pretty hard to hit. That 86, I know. The 78, you've probably faced in BR. He's pretty easy to see, but he doesn't have the sinker like this one does. So this circle change is also good. So lefty-lefty, if you have Matthew Boyd on the mound on All-Star or Hall of Fame, then you're like set if you have lefty-lefty. Like say Yelich is hitting inside fastball or high and inside sinker, you got him. Curveball, you got him. Circle change on the inside and low corner, you got him. Slider going outside, you got him. So it's basically just that for Boyd. It's just situational. How can you pitch? So with that, we're going to move on to the future star, the 90 overall Daz Cameron. Now, this card, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, gee, he's not even that bad. But then I actually looked at the card, and this isn't really a good card. I mean, I'm not throwing any shade at Daz Cameron, but I think he could have gotten a better card. 68 contact versus righties, 104 versus lefties with 79, 71 power, 63 vision, 88 discipline, 88 clutch. His bunt, 42, doesn't really matter. Well, it kind of does with this 75 speed. 87 fielding, 85, 82 arm, 87 reaction. So that defense right there is ideal because he's playing center, right, and left. So he's got diamond fielding. So if he gets a ball hit to him, he's probably going to do something with it, not totally buff it up. Like Brandon Marsh, we're going to get to that in a couple of... He's in like the top 15, I think. But Brandon Marsh gets the absolute worst animations in the game. But Daz Cameron gets pretty good animations. He's got a nice arm. His swing is pretty good. He has a like closed stance. And he's really good versus lefties, as you see by that 104 contact. But this card is once again just the vision. If you can move your zone to the ball, if you can actually get good squared up with it, if you hit it on the ground, he might beat it out. And if you hit it through in a gap, he might get 3 out of it and 69 steals, so he's a little bit of base threat too. So that's basically it on the Tigers. Next team we're going to do is probably going to be the Brewers and then the Blue Jays. And I will keep you posted on when those episodes are coming out. So thank you for watching this. And make sure that once again you like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.